Okay, so I saw this tweet earlier today and it's saying remove one from each row for Taylor Swift albums. So first row, I'm taking Fearless off. I have a few songs that I really like listening to off of it, but as an album, I don't really listen to it all the way through. And I mean, yes, same for Speak Now, but Speak Now is definitely a better album. So if I have to pick the one I listen to the least, then Fearless has to go off principle. Second row, Reputation. I'm kind of a Reputation anti at this point. I've talked about this several times. I don't think that it's a bad album for the record. I think it's all right, but 1989's Pop Perfection, That's Not Leaving, and Lover is underrated in the discography, so has to kind of go. And then the last row, I'm gonna pick Evermore. Folklore's my favorite Taylor album. Midnight's, I feel like it is overhated, and I really do enjoy Taylor's pop music. Pop Taylor's my fave, so Evermore definitely has to go for me. But let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comments. I just thought it was interesting and figured I'd share my take. Okay, so I saw this tweet similar to TikTok I did recently. Remove one from each row for Mariah albums. Now we're talking. So first row, I'm going to remove Music Box. All these are good albums, but I prefer the other two to Music Box, so it has to go. Second row, I'm going to pick Charm Bracelet. Great album, huge fan favorite. I really enjoy it, but I'm always a Rainbow apologist at heart. If you've seen enough of my videos, you already know. And Caution, I love it. I've been listening to it a lot, just as for Caution. Last row, y'all going to kill me for this one, but I have to pick The Emancipation of Mimi. Again, I listened to it the least out of the three. Daydream, amazing pop album. Emancipation of Mimi, I'm not taking anything away from it. Great comeback album, amazing R&B album, I will say that. But I mean, we also have Butterfly, which is my favorite album by her. So just by process of elimination, those are the ones that have to go for me today. Okay, so I saw this earlier today. Another remove one from each row, another Mariah edition. So for me, I am going to be removing Heartbreaker from the top three. No pun intended, breaks my heart to do this, but Fantasy and Honey kind of goated for me. Some of my favorite singles by her, so Heartbreaker unfortunately has to go. Second row, Boy I Need You. I think the song is overrated. I feel like if it didn't have the video that it did, people wouldn't give it so much. The sample, isn't really doing it for me. Cameron's not doing it for me. I don't really like the song. Last Step is going to be beautiful. Good song, but I like the other two songs better. And we're back at it again. I just saw a SZA version, and so removing one from each row. First off, I'm gonna pick Love Galore because Travis Scott, his verse, no, I'm not listening to that no more. The alternate version is better anyway, so that's the one that's gonna have to go, though The Weeknd is a close second because I never listened to it. Second row, I'm gonna pick I Hate You. It's a cute song, but the other two are the stronger songs. And then the last row, I chose Snooze to Leave, which kind of breaks my heart because I do love it. The other songs in the last row are great too, but that's what I picked. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. This trend is getting so popular. I fear I'm going to be doing one of these every day for this week or something, but I'm not mad at it. It's really fun to do. Okay, so this is the last one of these that I'm gonna do today. I was just hoping they would do a Janet one, and they did. So in the first row, I'm gonna take out Love Will Never Do Without You. Amazing song, but the other two just reign superior. I mean, Pleasure Principle, that video, oh, she ate. Second row, That's the Way Love Goes has to leave because Come Back to Me and I Get Lonely are my top two Janet songs of all time. So that has to leave, unfortunately. But iconic in its own right. And then the last row, Let's Wait a While, has to go. I feel like I love it more than most people, I will say. Great absence anthem, and the fact that she went from this to songs like Would You Mind off the Offer You album is kind of iconic when you sit down and think about it, but that one has to go because God Till It's Gone, the video, amazing, iconic song. And Offer You, the song, is one of the greatest pop songs of all time. The video is amazing. I really love the single cover too. I feel like that should have been the album cover. I just really love the aesthetic for this era and what she was going for. But yeah, let me. And now we're on to the Beyonce one. One Must Go. So first row, Check on It can go. I think it's an underrated number one, but the other two songs, iconic, stronger songs, so Check on It has to leave. Second row, I picked If I Were a Boy, but honestly, 1+1 can go too. I'm so tired of hearing those songs. They were incredibly popular, and she has popular songs that I love, like Halo, but these don't really fit the bill. I'm over it. And then in the last row, I said Sweet Dreams could go, because I really do love the other two songs, I will say, but those are my picks. Okay, so now on to Aaliyah. This is exciting. I love Aaliyah, and what an icon. And so first row, Out Your Best can go. I've honestly never listened to it or the album for obvious reasons. One in a Million, smash hit, classic, one of the best R&B songs of all time. Rock the Boat. Oh, she slid. She slid. I love that song. And then in the next row, I'm gonna say Are You That Somebody Can Go, just because. Try Again. This one went number one solely off radio airplay. That's how popular this one was. That's history right there. More Than a Woman. Oh, that means Vita She Ate. I really love Are You That Somebody. Timbaland's part isn't really my favorite, but it's a great song. But that's the one that has to go for me. And then on the last row, I'm gonna say Miss You. It's just a really sad song. And yeah, so that's why I say that it can go, even though I really do actually enjoy it. We Need a Resolution is great, besides Timbaland's part, I don't like it. Four Page Letter is a great song. So those are my picks. Let me know yours down below in the comments. But Aaliyah, I would highly recommend listening to her if you haven't already. She is really a pioneer for so many, so ahead of her time. Love her music. Now we're on to Brandy. So first row, Full Moon Has to Go. I really like all the songs in the first row, but I mean, I Want to Be Down is one of my favorite debut singles of all time. Sent up in my room, I can't bear to get rid of it. So Full Moon Has to Go. Second row, Have You Ever. It's a good ballad, but The Boy's Mine, smash hit for a reason, and almost doesn't count. Another one of my favorite Brandy songs, so that's definitely not leaving. And then the last row is going to be Wildest Dreams. Honestly, I need to run 211 again because I listened to it one time, minus the Chris Brown song. I don't know what she was thinking collaborating with him. She needs her lashings for that. But anyway, I listened to it one time. I don't remember liking any of the songs off of it, so I definitely do need to run it back. But What About Us is a really great song. Full Moon is my favorite album by her. And then Who Is She to You? I do remember liking that song. I do need to run Aphrodisiac back, but every single time I re-listen to it, I just forget all the songs basically, besides like a handful. But those are my picks. Okay, now on to Whitney Houston. So the first row, Exhale Can Leave. For me, this is just not my jam. All the Man That Needed is great. I Like You, Give Good Love. Second row, this might be controversial, but I Want to Dance with Somebody. I love her vocals on the song. She definitely ate, but you know, out of the three, you know, I prefer the other two. How Will I Know might be one of my favorite Whitney songs of all time. It's not right, but it's okay. All those ad-libs, she definitely ate. And in the last row, I'm gonna say Step by Step because I never really listened to it. I'm Every Woman. Oh, she ate Shaka up so bad, and she did what she needed to do. I'm Your Baby Tonight is probably one of the greatest vocal performances of all time. I love when she performed it live, the choreography. I love that album, by the way, as well. And so those are my picks. Okay, now we on to Alicia Keys. So in the first I thought about it, No One Is Leaving For Me. Really great song. I love the bridge particularly, but Fallen, smash it. Girl on Fire. I just now found this out like this year, I think, but apparently people hated the song when this was popular. Not me though. Y'all be safe. Always loved it. She definitely ate with that one. It's so much fun to listen to. I don't care. Next row, I'm gonna say Unthinkable Can Leave. I'm pretty sure that's the one that she did with Drake, and I don't like him historically, so that's why it's leaving. I will say that the Diary song is boring as hell. I don't know why people like it. It's a snooze fest for me, and that's that on that. A Woman's Worth is one of my favorite songs on her debut album. It's a great song. And then in the last row, I think I'm gonna say Try Sleeping with a Broken Heart. I don't remember liking that song. I think Teenage Love Affair is actually underrated in the discography. I always really enjoyed that one. You Don't Know My Name is great, besides that little epilogue that she put in the song for no reason. But, you know, those are my thoughts. Now we have one Britney Spears song must go. So first row, I thought about it, and Give Me More has to leave. I like Toxic and Baby One More Time better. Baby One More Time is one of the best debut singles of all time, so of course that was staying. And then second row, I'm gonna say I'm a Slave for You has to go. I think it's cute, but you know, I am low-key a sometimes apologist. I know a lot of people don't go up for that song, but it gives me what I need, a good little ballad, so I enjoy it. Oops, I Did It Again, another Blueprint, so that's automatically staying. And then in the last row, let's see what we have. We have Break the Ice, Womanizer, and Till the World Ends. So out of these three, I think that Womanizer is gonna go. I feel like I don't like the song as much as a lot of other people do on this particular album, though it is a good song. Okay, so now another Mariah one has been made. So first row, Off Rip, We Belong Together, For Me has to go. Iconic song, I do love it. But Breakdown is easily top 3 on Butterfly for me. I definitely listen to it more. And Always Be My Baby's the classic that keeps on giving. So that's the one that has to go for me. Second row, I'm going to go with Touch My Body, I think. But yeah, that one was a little bit challenging. And then last row, like I said earlier this week, Heartbreaker unfortunately has to go. I mean, Honey was so important for her career. Fantasy, smash, pop hit, 8 weeks of #1. First song by a female artist to go #1. It's too iconic to go, so those are my picks. Okay, now on to the Destiny's Child edition, One Song Must Go. So in the first row, I think I'm gonna say No 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 can go. Even though I do like the song, I will say Emotion is incredible, especially the performance from Celine Dion. If you guys have never seen that, definitely tap in. They catered to you as a bop. And then in the second row, I'm gonna say Soldier can go because I don't really listen to the song anyways, if I'm being honest, because I can't send TI, so I'm just not gonna listen to it. And then in the last row, I'm gonna say Independent Woman Part 1, just because I listened to it the least out of the three. Girl is a really great song. I really like Bills, Bills, Bills. I mean, I do like Independent Woman Part 1, don't get me wrong, but you know, out of those three, that's the one that has to go for me. Okay, now on to the Miley Cyrus edition. First row, Wrecking Ball can go. It's a good song, but Party in the USA is kind of smashed it to me. Seven Things, a banger. Second row, Can't Be Tamed Can Go. It's a cute song, but We Can't Stop was one of my favorite songs, the year that it came out. I still love it. Midnight Sky did not get the appreciation that it deserved. The whole album didn't really. It makes me sick. RCA, You Will Pay. And in the last row, I'm gonna say When I Look at You. Though I think it is a beautiful song, Adore You is one of my favorite Miley songs of all time. I think that it is just a gorgeous piece. And I remember really liking Malibu whenever it came out. I thought that, it's a great song. I feel like it's aged nicely, so those are my picks. And now on to the Kelly Clarkson edition. So first row, Mr. Know It All is going to leave. I do like this song, but Since You've Been Gone is such a great song. Miss Independent, oh, she definitely slid with that. Second row, Piece by Piece Can Go. I mean, this was just a setup. Quite plain and simple. I do think that it's a good song, but My Life Would Suck Without You, probably my favorite songs of her. Amazing. Breakaway, I really do enjoy it. And then in the last row, I'm going to say Never Again. It's just not really holding up its weight in comparison to the other two tracks, I will say, and those are my thoughts. Now, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, if you want, give me your top three of these songs.